Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for December 13th, 2024. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, we'll start with this 2, 4, 6 here. So the 2 just has this buddy, which doesn't really help us. We have this buddy for the 4. It's 4 in one of those two, and then the 2 6s here. Put a 6 in one of these two. We also have the 7 and 8 that we haven't looked at yet. So we have these 2 7s. Puts a 7 in one of these 3. And then the 8, not helpful, unfortunately. But when I was scanning down for the 8, I did notice we have these 2 9s looking up. That does place 9 in this box. Now we have these 2 9s here, putting a 9 in one of these 2. Now, what we've done here is we've corner marked the 6s and the 9s into the same 2 cells here. What this is telling us is one of these cells needs to be 6 and the other one needs to be 9, because they can't both be in the same cell. So that makes this a hidden 6-9 pair. And what that does is it eliminates any other digit that could have been in those cells other than 6 and 9. So what we want to do is we want to rescan this box and this row for the effect of that. So for example, 1 was removed. So was 2. This 2 looks into the box, putting a 2 in one of these 2. And that points in here along with this 2, putting a 2 up here. 1 being removed, again, not really doing anything for me. 3. In fact, we can just look at what this row needs. It needs a 1, 2, 3, and 5. So that was a remove. What was removed? 1, 2, 3, 5. So this cell is not 1. So let's put 2, 3, 5 in. Oh, it's not 3 either. This one's not 5. So this is 1, 2, 3. And the 2, yeah, the 2 is over here. So this is 1, 3, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 5, we want to think about all of those digits. I think just the 2 is helpful. There are just 4 digits left in this box, though, so we can think about that too. It is the 1, 2, 3, 5. So these are 1, 3, 5. These are any of 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. I think that's all we get out of this. Got the 6, the 7, the 9. Yeah. All right, next band. So let's start with this 8 and 9 here. So we do have 2 9s. This 9 looks down. 9 here. This 8 and this 8 don't quite do enough. There's not really any other 8s helping. We do have these 8s vertically, which puts an 8 in one of these 2. Got the 9 taken care of. 1 and 7. So this one looking in and this one looking in does put 1 in one of these 2 cells. In here, unfortunately, we don't get anything. The 7, we do have 2 7s looking into here. This 7 doesn't even help. It just puts a 7 in one of these 2. And then no 7s here. Okay, we also have the 2 and the 5. These 2s don't do anything. The 5 had the best chance of doing something because it crosses this 1 7, but we don't have any 5s around here to help. Okay. Anything else looking through here? The 4. So what I'm looking for here is that this is completely empty, right? So anything like this 1 looking through here limits it to these 3 cells. So the 1 and the 4 both do that, putting 1 and 4 over here. So these cells aren't 5 of the digits. They aren't the 1, 2, 4, 5, 9 at the very least. So that leaves 3, 6, 7, 8. Did I miss something? 1, 2, 3, 5. No. 3, 6, 7, 8 is what's left. And this 7, 8 looks over, making this only 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I'm second guessing that, but yeah, 3, 6, 7, 8 is what's left here. So we get this 3, 6. This not being 7 or 8 might limit it enough. It could be 1, 3, 4, 6. So no, it's not enough. I don't know that I'm getting anything else out of this band, unfortunately. Let's move on to the next band here. So we have the 2 1s. That does place this 1. That might be helpful. Does not seem to be immediately. We also have the 9. So this 9 and this 9 leave just these 2 cells for 9. It crosses this 1, 3. Don't think about it that way. This 9 points in along with this 9. This 9 looks down, putting a 9 in one of these 2. Okay, so we know that these aren't 8, 9. So what are they? They're not 1, 2. They could be 3. They're only the top one could be 3. They can't be 4. They could be 5 or 6. They're not 7, 8, 9. Okay. So 5, 6, and 3, 5, 6. All right, what was I doing? I was doing the 1 and the 9. Okay, we have the 3 and the 8. So this 3 looking in here puts 3 in one of these two cells. That's going to point in here along with this 3, putting a 3 in one of these two cells. Okay, so when I get out of that 3, the 8, we already have the 8s marked here. Okay, that's all we get out of that. And then we have the 2, 4, and 7. So the 2 and the 2, not quite good enough. The 4 and the 4, also not quite good enough. We do have 2 7s looking down here. Puts a 7 in one of these two cells. I think that's all I get out of that. Anything else to look at here? This row is down to 4 digits. I got surprisingly little from my first pass here. We need 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know the 3's over here. So these are 4, 5, 6. This can't be 5. This can't be 4. So I'm going to write 3, 4, 5, 6, clear out the 5 and 4. It doesn't really help me. 3, 5, 6. Didn't really make any pairs, triples, or anything like that. All right, I'm going to do a vertical scan to see if I missed anything vertically. So we're going to start with this 1 and 9. Basically taken care of. Let's see, this 9 getting placed. We did that a while ago. Okay. We also have the 2, 5, and 9 here. So we have the 2 2s looking down. Puts a 2 in one of these two cells. The 5... Actually, the 5 looking up here puts a 5 in one of these two cells. That's going to point down along with this 5, putting a 5 in one of these two. So what we learned is these aren't 5. It's not really good enough. Yeah. All right, and then we have we took care of 2s, the 6, 4. Okay, I'm gonna look at this vertical. I keep feel like I'm missing something important. Let's do the 8 and the 9 first. So we got the 8s taken care of. The 9s are already marked here and here. We have the 4 and 7. 7s are taken care of. 4s are not. So we have these 4s, putting a 4 in one of these 3. And then we took care of the 8. 2, 7. Okay. So that's all we get out of that. Final stack here. Starting with these 1s looking up. So these 2 1s looking up. Do place a 1 here, and that's huge. It gives us the 3, 5, and 2. So let's follow up on that. This 3 looks down, giving us the 3 and the 5, based on our corner marks. Giving us the 6 here, and the 6 here. Okay. Let's clean this up a little bit. Okay, so I got a bunch of these digits. This box is down to 3 digits. We need a 1, 7, 8. That's not 7. And then this is down to 4 digits now. We need the 3, 4, 5, 8. So we know that these aren't 4. So these are 3, 5, 8. That's not a 3, which means this is 4, 5, 8. This is any of them. What else can I do here? 6, 9, pair 1. So I got this 2 and 1, the 3 and the 5. So we got all our 5s taken care of. We do have these 2 3s. So that's actually going to do it. You remember I said this 4 looking down, left 4 in one of these 3 places. So that makes this a hidden triple, because the 1, 3, and 4 need 3 different cells to go in this box, and these are the only 3 they can go in as a group. These basically can't be 1, 3, or 4. So the 1, 3, and 4 go here. So we can just do 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 4, and get rid of our corner marks. And then this is going to be a pair, whatever the remaining digits are, which looks like it's 7, 8. Okay, so what does that help us with? Well, we know the 3 is in one of these two cells. I guess I already had that marked and I deleted it, but I don't need it because it doesn't help us. We have this 3. 1, 4. Okay, how about the rest of this row then? Because we got that 6. We need 1, 3, 4, 5. This isn't 1, so it's 3, 4, 5. This isn't 1 either, so it's 3, 4, 5. I think this is any of them. Okay. So did that not help us very much? What else can I look at? This column is 1, 3, 5, 7. This isn't 1, so it's 3, 5, 7. Seems a little excessive, but 4, 5, 6, 8. These introduce 9, doesn't help me. What about this box? I know it's 5 digits, but we need a 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's correct. So these aren't 2 or 6. So these are 4, 7, 8. That one's not even a 4. It's not 4, that's not 6, but that's not quite enough for me. 4, 7, 8, 7, 8. This box is down to 3, 5, 8, 9. This can't be 8, so it's 3. Oh, it can't be 3 or 8, so it's 5. Oh, it can't be 5, 8. There we go. This is a 3, 5. This can't be 3, 5, or 8. So it has to be a 9. It's the only digit it can be. That gives us the 6 and the 9 here. These 6s looking in. Do put a 6 in one of these two. The 9s are done. So I got this 9 here as well. So these are 3, 5, 8. Oh, and this still can't be 3, 5, so that's our 8. Okay, that's not 8. Leaving a 3, 5 pair here. So with this 5 and this 3, 5 pair, the 5 ends up in one of these two cells. You can see that from the row as well. This whole row has 3 digits left. It is the 2, 4, and 7. So this is 2. This is 2, 4, 7, and this is 2, 4, 7. Okay. Did I make anything vertically here that's helpful? Maybe not. What about these two cells? Yeah, this whole column is down to 3 digits, so we need a 2, 3, and 5. I'm just going to fill it out. 2, 3, 5. That's not a 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 is still everything. This puzzle's hanging on. 1, 3, 4, 5. I have this 3, 5 pair here. Does that help me at all? 4 looking in here. 3 and 5. So we know the 4 and the 5 go in here. Do we know anything about what our third digit would be? I don't know, but that means these might be limited. So they're not 1. They could be 2, can't be 3, can't be 4, 5. Could be 6, could be 7. Can't be 8, could be 9. We can clean this up quite a bit. This sees 2, 7 in the column, this sees 6, 9 in the column, this sees 7 in the column. So 2, 7, 2, 4, 7, 6, 9, 4, 5, 6. It didn't do anything. What have I not penciled that's important to pencil, I guess is the question. Or is there something I should have scanned that I did not? Is also quite possible. Now the 4s and 6s are here. I'm just looking at the blue digits to see if I missed any scan with them. Like just an obvious thing I can do with them. I feel like I did take care of most of them. Huh. One's in one of these 3. There's some kind of sneaky geometry here, I'm sure of it. Like what else would it be? Maybe just a random triple that I haven't penciled, but it's not obvious. Well, maybe it is obvious. Should Should I look at this column? It's down to 5 digits. Let's just pay attention to them real quick because these can't be 7 at very least. So we need 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 7, but these can't be 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5. This can't be 5, so this is 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 5, 3, 4. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, we almost have a quad, but we don't. What about this digit here? Because this can be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So many. Wow. Puzzle's hanging on. What did I miss? 3, 4, 5, 8. I might have to look for like a sneaky hidden single in a row or column or something that I might have missed. Where would I have missed that? Do I have anything in this row? I have the 3, 5 pair, and then I've got 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. What am I seeing here? Really not seeing anything useful. These 7's point. These 2's. We don't even have very many useful corner marks. Remember there was some kind of 5 corner mark. Where was that? Maybe I took care of it already. It was, yeah, it became this 5. Okay. Was it? Yeah, I think it was these 2 couldn't be 5 is what I learned. Too many markings. But I didn't find the correct ones yet. So what I'm doing now is I'm going box by box to see if I missed anything at all related to them. So what is this cell then? We need a 1, 3, 5, 7. So this can't be 5. So this is 1, 3, 7. It doesn't really help me. We need 1, 3, 4, 5. This can be any of those. And if 5 ends up here, what do I do with that? 5 in this column. So I noticed that these 5s and these 5s line up, which always you should raise the question then, okay, well, if these are only in these 2 columns, where do we get that digit from this column? So where do we get the 5 from column 8? And the answer is only one of these 2 cells. So that eliminates, that claims the box, right? This column needs a 5. And it's going to get it from one of these 2 cells, which both happen to be in this box. So that's going to be the 5 for the box as well. So these can't be 5 anymore. We already know these couldn't be. But now this can't be a 5, leaving only 3, 4. And this can't be a 5. I wish that was more helpful. Anything else like it could be a 3, 4, 5, or 8 lining up here. 4, 5. Okay. Need water. Okay, so we've got 8 limited to these 3 cells, and the 9 is in those 2 there. So do we have another digit limited up here? Yeah, the 6. So we have, see this 6 and this 6? This 6 and this 6. Put a 6 in one of these 3. We also have the 9 limited here, and the 8 does the same thing. So this is a 6, 8, 9 hidden triple. These are the only 3 cells that could be 6, 8, 9 in this box. So this 6, 8, 9 here, and the 6, 8, 9 here. That does that. So this is a hidden 6, 8, 9 triple. That's not a 9. Meaning these can't be from 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5 gone from these. What does that do for us? 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, where's 2 in this column now? This 2 sees here, and notice none of the other ones have 2 as a marking except right there. So this is the only place for 2 in the column. Yeah, I really think that that 6, 8, 9 triple, hidden triple is needed for that. So this is the 2. That places our 9, giving us the 7 and the 4 as well, leaving a 4, 5 pair. Okay, so that's not a 9. That's not a 4. That's not a 4. Over here, we get our 7 and 2. We get our 8. We get our 1, 8, and 7. Nice. So that was the key spot, it looks like. That's not a 1. That places the 1 in this box. This is 3, 4, or 5. This is 4 or 6, but it can't be 4. So that's our 6. That's our 4. Okay. Take a step back. What did we get? We got a 2, 3 pair here. That eliminates 2, 3 from the rest of the row. So this can't be 3, and this can't be 3. So this is our 4. That's our 3. Eliminates that 4. Probably just some low-hanging fruit at this point. But let's see, 2, 3 pair. This can't be 7 or 8. In fact, yeah, we know the 7's over here. We already knew that. So this can be 1, can't be 2, 3. Can't be 4, 5. Could be 6, can't be 7, 8, 9. So 1, 6 only. Is that not enough for me? Wow, how is this puzzle hanging on? It's not collapsed. This 6, 8 pair here, yeah. So 9. I missed this 9 corner mark becoming just right there. So that's our final 9. 3, 4, 5, 8. Really? Anything else of note? Got this 2, 3 pair. Wow, puzzle's hanging on. One more deduction and we're good. It might be simple and I just am overwhelmed by my markings at this point. 4 in this column, for example, can only be right there based on our markings. So what does that do for me? That leaves 3, 5, 8 here. Can't be an 8. So 3, 5, 8. 4 in this column now only goes here. And that places 4 and 6 in this box, giving us the 8 here, giving us the 5, 3, and 8 there. That's 7 and 8. That's 1 and... that used up the 7 corner marks. So that's our last 7. 2, 3, 5 triple there. We get our 5 and 1. 3 and 5. 3, 2, 5. Gives us the 5, 6, and 3. 6 and 5. 3 and 2. And our last digit's a 2. And wow, that took some time, but... yeah, difficult one today. I think that this 6, 8, 9 hidden triple was seemingly very necessary, and that's not an easy spot. I'm trying to think if there may have been a cleaner way to see that, but I think you just have to see this 6, 8, 9 and this 6, 8, 9. So you have to get that 6 first. You have to see those looking into this box, leaving just 6, 8, 9 to there. I don't know if there's like a corollary that's going to be helpful. Maybe 1 and 7 in this column could have helped too. This 1, 7 needing to end up here. We just had to not know that this wasn't 7, and I'm not sure if at the time we did or not. But that might have been helpful. Cool. Well, I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.